Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Sisters of the Maccabees. All right, we are going to get right into it, okay? So what you're looking at here is our PCOS fibroid formula, herbal formula. And so today we're going to do a short video on this right here. Now, why am I talking about doing another video on PCOS and fibroid? Well, today I'm going to demonstrate something for you guys. But first, let me say this to you guys. In the United States alone, 26 million women between the ages of 15 and 50 have uterine fibroid, okay? That's the statistics. Those are statistics, all right? And I'm pretty sure there are more. The United States has the highest case of women with uterine fibroid, and I'm talking about all across the board, and followed by Germany and the UK, okay? So uterine fibroid is a huge thing among women. Our reproductive system are literally at war with the food industry. That's what's destroying us, the Food and Drug Administration. I hope this video doesn't get taken down with me saying that, but that's a fact. Between the food and the medication that a lot of women are being given, those medications, whether it be birth control or other medications that are given for some type of illness, they cause long-term reproductive health issues, and also the food that we're eating that are filled with synthetic estrogen that is working against our endocrine system, okay? But I'm not going to go into all that. I did a video a few months ago on PCOS and uterine fibroids. You can go back on this channel, scroll down a few, and you will see that video, okay? So, yeah. So for those of you who have purchased our Eve program, right? This is what we're calling it now, the Eve program. We have an entire program for women who are struggling with PCOS and fibroids. And it is a 30-day program that you go on. And we highly suggest it. This herbal formula right here is the biggest selling formula on our website. I kid you not, because I am shocked at the amount of women that are struggling with this issue. This is like the biggest selling formula for us. And I you know, it's sad. A lot of our sisters, I've talked to sisters who are struggling, who have the symptoms and don't even know what it is. Like, I had to explain to them what they're struggling with. They had no idea, you know. So there are a lot of women out there who have PCOS, who have uterine fibroids, and don't even know it. Don't even know it, don't even know why they're having the symptoms. Anyway, like I mentioned, there's a video that I have on this channel. If you guys want to go back and watch it, you know, where I explain what PCOS is. Yeah. So today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about this formula right here. So a lot of you guys have purchased the formula, right? And what I want to say to you guys is this. Right here. We have the formula in the raw herbs, right? As you guys can see, that's the raw herb there, right? And then we have it in what we call the tincture form, right? That's the tincture. That's in liquid form, right? And so today I'm going to show you guys how to make it. I'm going to encourage you guys to make this. When you purchase this formula, right, from us, when you buy it, you can turn it into a tincture. And why am I encouraging you guys to turn this into a tincture? Because tinctures gets into the bloodstream faster and they work better. They're more potent, okay? They're way more potent. I'm not saying the tea doesn't work. The tea does work. However, the tinctures are stronger and they work faster because they get into the bloodstream faster, okay? So that is the reason why I do have the formula available, and I also have the formula in the form of tinctures, in the form of the tinctures are the liquid version of this, right? So we use this and we turn it into a liquid version that is stronger, right? That gets into the bloodstream faster. And that's what I am here to show you how to do it today. So what we do is we take the formula, right? All of it, we mix them together, right? That packet and that packet. So when you buy our formula, you're going to get these two packets together, right? Okay, so this packet right here has all of the roots and the barks and the seeds and whatever else, right? And then this one have all of the leaves and the flowers and, you know, the top of the plant is what we call it. And this one has the bottom of the plant, right? Okay, so we don't mix them together and sell it to you. We separate them. And then when you're making it yourself at home, we put the instruction on the packet on how to prepare it, okay? Right there on the packet. Let me show you guys. See? There you go. Always put the instruction there for you guys, right? Okay, because you're supposed to prepare them a certain way. Okay, so when we're making the tinctures, we mix the two packets together, right? Right here. And so now, let's take a little of that. And we're going to pour that into our little mason jar that we have here. Whoops, a little bit of spill there. All right. All right, we're getting a lot of spill, but bear with me, guys. Let me get off camera and do this, and I'll come back. Okay, so we have some of the herb in our little mason jar there. All right, this is just for demonstration purpose, guys. All right, usually when I make this, I make a lot. I make like a gallon of this or half a gallon sometimes. All right, but since this is just for demonstration purpose, we are just going to use our little 16-ounce mason jar. And so now what we do, we pour some of the herb there, and then I use alcohol, right? Most businesses who make tinctures use alcohol because it makes the tincture stronger, okay? So what I use here, I usually make my tincture with a charcoal filter alcohol. I'm a little bit out of it right now, so I am going to use, just for demonstration purpose, this right here. And as you can see, this is 40% alcohol, 80% proof. All right, some people go up a little bit higher, but this right here is okay. All right, so I'm going to pour all right. And you want to make sure that your alcohol is above the herb. Make sure it's covering the herb, right? Let's see. Let's make sure. Right? There we go. You want to make sure your alcohol is covering the herb. And so you want to cover it. I am so sorry, guys. My camera just went crazy on me. But anyway, so when you have combined your herbs and alcohol together, you want to take your container there and just shake it for a while, you know, for a few minutes, right? Because you want your herbs and alcohol to just really come together and marinate together, right? Okay, so what you want to do with this is you want to find a really, you know, nice place in your house, whether it be up in your cupboard, all the way in the corner in a nice, warm, dark place. If you have a nice clean closet, you could put it up there somewhere on the shelf, somewhere all the way in the corner where it's nice and dark. And a cool, dry place, right? And every couple of days you want to go and you want to grab your container and just give it a nice shake, right? Just give it a shake to get your herbs and alcohol, you know, to really marinate with one another, okay? And again, I want to stress that I am telling you guys to, you know, just encouraging you guys to make your tincture, because teas are very beneficial. They work. They just work a little bit slower than the tinctures. Tinctures get into the bloodstream faster, and so they work faster, okay? It doesn't mean that, oh, one is better than the other. It just means that one works faster than the other, okay? Because a lot of, I've had quite a few people asking me, what is the difference between tinctures and tea? Well, that's the difference. The tinctures works faster. They get into your bloodstream faster, okay? And I want to encourage you guys again, do some yoni steam, guys, okay? Do some yoni steam. I just want to encourage you guys to, you know, if you're struggling with, and even if you're not struggling with anything, this is just for maintenance. Every month after your period, you know, do a yoni steam, you know, to keep it nice and fresh down there for you and the husband and everything, you know. Yeah. So like I said, this is just an example, again, of, whoops, there we go. This is just an example of our PCOS and fibroid tincture. Like I mentioned, I make them in large batches because there are a lot of people who just want them for maintenance. They don't necessarily have PCOS or fibroids, but they would rather buy these things just to take regularly for maintenance. And this is pretty much what I do personally. I take my tincture, my PCOS and fibroid tincture, for maintenance because I'm not trying to get them, okay? So yeah, just to maintain your reproductive organs, you got to do these things on a regular basis, right? Like I show you guys. So this is like a half gallon that I have here, like I showed you earlier. Made that in October. Yeah, so this is ready. This is ready to go, right? And I forgot to mention one thing here. You want to label your jar. You want to put a label on it. Make sure you're listing your herbs on there, or whatever formula you use. If you're using the PCOS and fibroid formula, make sure you're putting that on your label. Just, you know, and then you want to put a date on it, okay? November 1st, 2021, right? So that way you know how long it's been sitting there for, all right? I just want to make that clear. So I just want to show you guys some of the formula, some of the tinctures that I have, that I make, that a lot of people have asked for, because, you know, they would rather take the tincture and they really don't feel like making them. I don't assume that everybody have time to do things. So there are people who would rather just buy the stuff and keep it going. You know, they're busy, they have a hectic work life, family, you know, everything, and they don't really have time to do these things. So I've had people ask me to make these things because they simply don't have the time to do it. So I'm going to go down the list of some of the things that I have here. I have one here for the lymphatic system. This is what I call the lymphatic drainage formula here, right? That's for your lymphatic system. And these are just for maintenance for the lymphatic system. I have one here for the respiratory system. There we go. And I have one here for anyone that's struggling with eczema. This is a very good cleanse for the liver, okay? This is a liver cleanse. Has some very good herbs in here for the liver, all right? My husband and I take this regularly because we want to keep our liver healthy. So if you have a lot of people who knows, if you know that, you know, eczema, and if you want to get rid of eczema, you got to clean up the liver, right? So yeah, this is a liver and eczema formula. This is a sleep and nerve formula. This is kind of a calming formula right here. Try to calm the nerve and help you to fall asleep, right? This is what this is for. Some really good herbs in here. This one is for the men, for the prostate. right? A lot of brothers have purchased this one to maintain the prostate. This one right here is for people who are struggling with overactive thyroid, okay? That's it right there. This one here is an elderberry extract, right? Here's one for the kidney and the bladder, okay? Helps to support healthy kidney and bladder, all right? This one right here, believe it or not, a lot of people purchase this one, but it's very bitter. This is a parasite cleanse formula in a liquid form, right? And this is just for, I made this for the children because I don't expect children to get up and drink cups of parasite cleanse herbs, because it's a lot for children, right? So this is stronger than the tea, but it's easier to get a child to drink this because it's more potent and you're not giving them a lot. It's not like you're handing them an entire cup of tea. So you kind of slip this in their juice, or you slip it in their mouth and they swallow it and they're good to go, right? And then this is our fibroid PCOS formula, right? So all of this, guys, you can find on our website, Grassroot Boutique. So I want to point out a few things here before I go. So in this one formula, we have over a dozen herbs in here, okay? There are over a dozen herbs in this one formula here. And I just want to go down a short list of, I don't want to take up you guys' time, so I'm going to go down a quick list of some of the things that these herbs do for women who are struggling with fibroid. So some of these herbs are going to help you with those clottings that you've been having every month. I'm not saying every woman does, but I've heard so many complaints of women who have these heavy bleeding and clotting on their menstrual cycle every month, and it's so painful, right? This is going to help to break up the clotting. Because it's helped with blood flow, right? It helps with circulation. It helps to break up the clotting and give you, make it easier for the blood to flow freely and eliminate those clotting. And it also helps with circulation, which means that you're not going to have that pain, that horrible period pain that you've been having every month on your period. Right? Some of the other herbs that we have in here is what we call shrinking herbs. Right? They shrink things. So you have something growing in your system called a fibroids or a cyst. What these shrinking herbs do is they go in there and they shrink things, because fibroids and cysts are wastes that are sitting in the system, right? And so these herbs, they detox the system. They go in there and they break things down and flush them out of the system slowly. So that's what these herbs do. They go in there and they slowly shrink the things, whatever it is that's growing in the system. A lot of women who are struggling with endometriosis, women also with uterine cancer, or cancer of the reproductive system, they have gone on this program as well because it helps them, right? So you're struggling with hormonal problems, what these herbs do as well, some herbs in here, especially the chaste tree, the vitex, what it does is helps to balance the endocrine system and bring your hormones back in balance. That's what these herbs do. So herbs are multifunctional, guys, okay? They are multifunctional. They have different functions, okay? So they deal with pain, they deal with circulation, they helps to balance the system, they help to shrink things and so on and so forth, which is why we have so many, which is why we call these things formulas, right? Because formulas are herbs that has a combination of several herbs in it, several, right? In this case, we have over a dozen in this formula here, and they combined, right, to help deal with the many issues surrounding your fibroid and PCOS. I just wanted to make that very clear, okay? So also, I want to remind you guys that the Eve program, right? The Eve program is on our website, grassrootbotanicals.com. And we usually suggest to women that are really struggling with fibroid issue to do the parasite cleanse as well, because that cleanse right there is one of the hardest cleanse. I'm not going to lie. I've done it 4 times already. Is it 4 or 5? I don't remember. I've done that program anywhere between 4 to 5 times already, and I can tell you right now, it's very intense. Okay, that cleanse will clean you out. All right. So we usually suggest that if you're going to go on a journey of cleaning up your fibroids and PCOS, start with the parasite cleanse first. Give yourself about a month, and then you start the Eve program. All right. We're not saying you have to. We're just it's a recommendation. Okay, it's a recommendation. All right. Yeah. So safe journey on your cleansing, guys. You can find the Eve program on our website, Grassroot Botanicals. That's where it is. We also have a lot of other programs there as well, including the parasite cleanse, and we have some programs for the men as well. All right. We do have a type 2 diabetic program. A lot of people have been coming into our group complaining about either themselves or family members suffering from type 2 diabetes. We do have a type 2 diabetic program on our website, Grassroot Botanicals. It's what that program is going to do. It's going to slowly help you wean yourself off of those medication that you're taking. That's if you don't want to be on the medication. If you love your medication and you don't want to get off of it, that's fine. But yeah. So anyway, again, love you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.